Hello guys and welcome to a video. Yeah, that's right. Also, I apologize if you hear screaming birds in the background because as soon as I got ready to record, she started screaming like that. So, yeah, but we're doing a Feather Family video. Now, it's been a while since I've done any Roblox thing, I think. But I decided that I will be covering the Summer of Fossils 2025 because, yeah, I like Summer of Fossils. It's really fun, and I think it'd be fun to make the predictions and stuff for the next birds. But anyway, this update is Feitianius Paradisi, and also the O and Dodo. O and Dodo have been updated. I think only the wings of the OO have been updated, but it looks like the Dodo got an entirely new model. Well, okay, maybe just modified, but no, it's pretty different. So, of course, you have the updated and the classic in case you want to use the classic skin. I mean, why would you? It's kind of bad. But let's check out the Dodo first. Here we have the baby Dodo. Isn't it adorable? Look at this thing. I'm so glad they updated this model because it was just outdated and old, and I really hope they update the Kellington. It really needs an update. It's so outdated. I think it actually might be the most outdated model. Oh, it makes a new sound here. I forgot to set the recording to internal audio and microphone, but yeah, see if you can hear this. Yeah, it makes a different sound. So before, I think it was just a higher pitched version of the adult Dodo. I wonder if the adult Dodo has a different call now. So now it's kind of more of a squeak. That's interesting. Animations, I assume, are going to be similar, if not exactly the same, to the old Dodo. And of course, die, and it looks funny. Oh, look at that. He's so round. Yeah. And there's the walking animation, and the running, the jump. Anyways, it's time to grow. I want to see this new Dodo. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks so much nicer now. It doesn't have a big fluffy tail like it did before. At least I think it did. Yeah, it had a little bit of feathers there. So it doesn't have that anymore, which, no, it's kind of sad, but I can see that this model looks so much better. Animations, again, I assume are just going to be exactly the same. Maybe a little bit updated. Oh, yeah, it actually has the same sound it did before. So it's kind of got like a pigeon dove sounding call. I don't know exactly what that call is taken from, because most of these have calls taken from actual birds. So I don't know this one, but you know, it's something. And here's all the animations. Oh yeah, that display animation is so much nicer with these new wings. Look at those wings. Wow, they're so nice. Preen's pretty nice. And of course it can't fly. But yeah, there's the run and everything. Also, it has a swimming animation. If you don't know, any bird, summer fossil birds, pretty much most of the expensive birds, I think it starts at summer fossils, have a swimming animation. Because, you know, they're expensive, and you would expect that from them, I guess. And all the Game Pass birds, of course, have swimming animations. Now it's time to check the OO. Yeah, it's just its wings. I'll just check the male because it's going to be the same for the female as well. So yeah, the wings are updated. Very nice. Yeah, the display animation is the same. Sometimes when they update the wings, they update the animations, but it seems like this one is exactly the same. Yeah, okay, now it's time for the fun part, Feitianius Paradisi. Now, funny story about this bird. About a year, wow, 2 years ago, that does not seem right, but about 2 years ago, I don't remember how, but I found out that this bird existed, and I was just instantly in love with it. I'm not entirely sure why, but at the time, my favorite dinosaur was Archaeopteryx. I know it's a bird, but birds are dinosaurs, so, you know, whatever. And this was almost my favorite dinosaur. In fact, I think I said it at some point. I think I maybe made a post about it. I don't know. But, yeah, this bird was somehow one of my favorite dinosaurs. And then like a week later, I completely forgot about it. Until now, no, you know, not to brag or anything, but I did instantly think of this bird when I saw the feathers on the lab. Like, you know, it's kind of an obscure species, and I just happened to know it from like 2 years ago, and it just like instantly came back to me like, oh, that's so cool. They're gonna add Feitianius Paradisi. That's awesome. And I hadn't even watched any videos. In fact, I still haven't. I've seen some posts people made like saying that they predicted Feitianius Paradisi, but that was after I already knew what it was. Yeah, I'm cool and all that. I know prehistoric birds. If actually I don't. I actually just happened to know this one because I don't even know where I found this app. Now it's got poison beak on its name, whatever. So we'll start off with the female. I always do that one just because it's boring. Usually more boring than the male. Oh yeah, it's making weird noise. One thing I really don't like is the teeth are not separate from the claws, so the teeth are black instead of white. It just looks gross. Like that's not what teeth look like unless you have really bad teeth. I mean, it's a bird, but like their teeth weren't black. I wish they made it so that the teeth you could color separately, but you know, it is what it is. You can sit. Wow, so nice. You can eat. Look at that eating animation. Die. I know it's called herd, but it's just the die animation. That's an interesting display. I assume the male will like shake its tail feathers. But that's a nice preening animation. And then, of course, you know, jump. You can jump really high. And the fly, of course, it's got a timer since, you know, it's a prehistoric bird and they're not, like, as good as flying as modern birds. But yeah, it's glide. Actually, it doesn't glide. I think it should, but it doesn't. And there's the swimming animation. Okay, now it's time for the male, the fun one. This model looks really nice. Not a huge fan of like the color combination here. But it's still interesting. I still like it. It's still a really fun model. I am a huge fan of fun feathers. Like, look at these feathers, they're awesome. Oh, it makes screaming Pia sounds. That's really... Okay, well, I guess we're not getting a screaming Pia in the game. Also, who joined me? Oh, it's Sasha. Okay. That's really interesting. I would have not expected screaming Pias to appear in this game in this way. It's, you know, it's a really interesting sound. Oh, it's got one of these sits. I don't really like the perching sits because you have to sit on a perch to make it look nice. Like, look at this. See, it looks fine here. But if it's not perching and you're just sitting on the ground, its tail goes in the ground. But anyway, eating, nice. The dye is, you know, actually pretty good. Oh yeah, that animation's really good. That's an awesome animation. Oh, look at his butt. Look at that. That is so fun. Look at those tail feathers. And eat is really, really nice. I mean, eat is preening, nice. I feel like I'm reviewing this figure. Oh my god. Reviewing this model. But yeah, the fly is gonna be exactly the same as, oh, there he is. But yeah, that is Feitianius Paradisi. I'm gonna check it with my skin. I always put poison beak on there because I like to see how it looks. Wow. It looks epic and awesome. Okay, let's check the fossil lab to see what the thing is. He looks fun. What do you mean you don't like it? It's cool. I like funny head feathers. So, okay. Oh wow. Oh, it has like a pop-up thing now. Oh, that's convenient. 64. Okay. Success. Okay, get off my screen now. Sasha, you coming? And let's see what it is. Okay. It's a skull. Oh, wait, no. Okay, for a second I thought, oh, is this like a vulture? Is this gonna be like a, whatever? There's a extinct vulture that is kind of like a California condor, I think, but no, it has teeth. They definitely don't have teeth. Okay, that's interesting. What do you have to say, Mr. Penguin Man? This is amazing. You are one of the species I've resurrected. How do you like your new life in this modern era? Is it different than you remember? Well, of course it is. Anyways, oh god, I just skipped it. Okay. Anyways, we've expanded our lab so you can make new discoveries. My son discovered this fossil. It appears to be a fossil with a long beak. I don't know, the beak, the actual beak part doesn't look very long, but you know what, whatever. I'm attempting to collect its DNA to bring it back to life. It'll be complete on June 27th. Alright. Get back up here. Get up there. Oh, the bird will be how do you know? How the frick do you know, Sasha? How do you know? How do you know what the bird is going to be? I don't even know what this bird is going to be. I can't even tell from the skull. It just kind of looks like a bird skull. Man, I don't know. I don't know what has teeth. Let's see. Is the other penguin digging on a certain layer? That's how I kind of confirmed it was Feitianius Paradisi, if I can speak. Because he was digging on the Cretaceous layer. Feitianius Paradisi was discovered in the... Oh god, now there's another person here. I'm joking. I'm happy that they're joining. That's fun. Okay, so what layer is this? Okay, still Cretaceous. Hello, Willie. Wow, yeah, I know, you already said that. The deeper I dig, the older the fossil. Well, yeah, that's how the Earth layers work. The last fossil we discovered was Feitianius, and it was an Ornithes, anti-ornithes. Yeah, I was going to say anti-ornithe, and whatever. I can't say it out loud for some reason. Anyway. An anti-ornithine. A diverse group of extinct birds from the Cretaceous period that have no living ancestors. Yeah, I can see that. Look at this. Yes, Tudor has spawned. Now, that's really all. I don't really know. I don't have any predictions so it's Cretaceous, I assume, unless he just doesn't move. I would assume he would move if he's, like, digging up more of these fossils, but I don't see, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. What is this thing? And how does Sasha know? Sasha, are you secretly Shiny Griffin? Are you secretly Shiny? No, you're secretly Willy. What are you doing? And why do you know what the new bird is? How do you know? Are you just... Oh yeah, you're just more knowledgeable about... Why are you eating me? That's not necessary. Come on, man. I was just asking you how you knew that the new... Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm currently being eaten by a giant dodo heron. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video, which will be on June 27th. And I will make an update on this update and stuff. So, yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah.